Okay, that's kind of fun. I was directing the band over here.
Right on. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, Tom, I found the fans or the bottles with fans on them. I found them.
Oh, nice.
Walmart, like $11. That's not bad.
Hello.
I'm back.
You know, life is a lot happier since you came back to streaming with us.
Yes.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Did you get the message I sent you, Susan?
On
Facebook? On
Facebook? No, I haven't looked at Facebook in years.
Oh, okay.
Well, not years, but not
a
long time.
Okay.
Long time ago.
I went to Illinois yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Got some stuff.
She went to the Happy Store.
Okay.
I'll blow her up. I'll make her bake for you.
Let's see.
Oh, I guess I could do that, couldn't I? Okay. RSO. Is that wax?
No, it's oil.
Oh, okay. Hang on. CBD, THCA. That should be pretty decent.
Yeah, I used it last night.
Knock your dick in the dirt is what it's going to do. Did it knock you in the dirt?
Yes. And I didn't use hardly any yet. I got to get it out of here. I hate this box because it's hard to... You got to be coordinated to open it, and I'm not. Oh, there we go.
You have to have a PhD to open THC stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it kicked my butt, and I use like the white of your fingernail?
Yeah.
I use like that much. I know Susan's laughing. So this is
oh my God. Yeah.
I know. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun. I just think
making fun of
it. No tolerance.
Yeah. Well, then the cool part is they gave me these. If I can get them, these little capsules. And you can pull them apart and put it in there, and then close them, and then you can swallow it.
But that's convenient.
If you're literally just doing a little dot on your hand, you really don't need to.
Oh well, they gave them to me free, so.
Redneck Susan, your husband's great.
Oh, he did. Got to get in the comments.
Hello, Ken. Hello, Dave. Hello, Christy.
Hello. So Ken's got a stream going?
No, it's not.
I don't know. I didn't think he did, but he might have been talking privately. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know these things.
In other words, you're being rated. You should have his jungle music raid thing going.
You can minimize me now, Susan.
Hang on a second. I gotta find it. I have to go over to Ken's to do it though, because he's got all the
fun bells and whistles.
Yeah, let me find it. Where the hell is it?
Oh God, I don't know.
Oh, here we go. There you go. Yeah.
No, I'm still here. Make me small. Thank you. Make me. I don't like lips. Ah! Stop it! Are you doing that or is Ken? It looks like something Ken would do.
Wait a minute. I haven't had my fun yet. Wait a minute.
It's something I would do too.
I want to have fun too.
How you doing, Dave? Hey, Christy.
Hey, Dave. Hello. Hey, Christy. Hey, BBB.
So how'd your stream go last night? Your Ken's? Yeah.
Relatively cool. It was fun.
I just sent a message because I was at the car races and I wouldn't be able to hear you or anything.
Oh, we were more jealous that we couldn't see what you were doing.
Right? Okay, I'll be right back.
Hurry back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
They're poking the buttons.
Commercial stuff. I got my happy store list all wet, and I'm like, I just didn't want to smudge.
Your happy list.
My happy list. Oh, look at Rosie. Look how cute she is.
She's
That's
so cute.
adorable.
Oh, that's Spike. Isn't it Spike?
Rosie.
Oh, that's funny. You know, my rat terrier does that. She likes being under blankets.
And she takes it with her.
Yeah. My dog does that too, and then I don't know. You know, I'm walking down the hall and I don't pay attention, and here's a blanket in the middle of the hall, and I trip on it.
What? Because I'm on a purple? So I'm just a purple chick.
Hey, you probably remember this, Dreams. This is like, well, they had it back in the 50s or so, but then they brought it out for a little bit in the late, like in the 80s, because I was in college. It was called Purple Passion. It was a drink in a can. Oh, I love that stuff. But it didn't stay around very long. It didn't.
No, it's almost like it was a chemical landfill in there when you look back at it as an adult.
It was so good, though.
I know.
My mom said they had it back, like, you know, in her days. Because I was telling her about it. I'm like,
you know what I would like to try is Great Mihai.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that. I mean, I've heard of it.
It's like a radar and a MASH reference.
She's messing around with the blanket still. Did you bring it back up? Or
Did you bring that?
Rosie left the room. This is Spike getting buried by blankets.
Okay, but she took the blanket with her when she jumped down.
Yeah, I know. It landed on the floor.
It was so cute the way she was doing that.
Get the mirror out right there.
I want to get a new tattoo.
Join the club.
I know, they're
Me three,
so
let's save
expensive.
up and go.
As long as my car keeps breaking down, I can't afford anything.
Yeah. Like all of mine that I have are in spots where, like my Tinkerbell's on my back, and I love her. She's beautiful, but I can't ever see her because she's on my back, and nobody ever sees her. But it's huge. It's probably 9 inches long or so, and it takes up like most of my right shoulder.
Oh, wow.
It's really pretty. The guy did a really good job. But I don't know if I get the new one, I don't know where to put it. Can't decide.
I'm slowly having the tattoos creep down my arms. So my next spot is going to be either like right in this area underneath this one, or over here underneath this one.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to get from the Haunted Mansion. They call her the ballerina girl. She's standing on a tightrope and she's got an umbrella and she's like, if you go to the Haunted Mansion, the stretching portraits, like in the elevator, she's in there. And I just think it'd be a really cool tattoo. Jeez, cough a lung up there, girl.
You know what they say. You got
that was my own spit that I choked on there. Holy fuck. Well, I'm missing an inhaler. I have to go to the pharmacy and pick it up tomorrow, but you know. All right, where are you, inhaler?
He said, "Can you hand me my notebook over there?"
Is that your happy notebook? No.
I save money. I write everything down on a list, and then I cut the list down so Tom can have something easier to hold.
I got a new notebook. Have either of you seen Beetlejuice?
Yes, I've seen it.
I got a new notebook.
Hey, Donna.
Oops, it's upside down.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Good morning.
Is that Donna? Miss Donna?
Hey, Donna.
She said, good morning. I don't think it's morning.
Not here anyway.
The bird off fuck, there it is. Okay, that one was the garbage.
God, this thing is just like so off. 2 point.
So Donna, are you still having to be out? I'm assuming that you are. What's going on with that? Are you like going ahead with putting the house on the property and all that stuff, or are you gonna do something else? I'd be kind of wondering about that. You know.
So is she still at the house that they were in before?
Yeah, okay. They were supposed to be out quite a while ago, but they had to basically buy a house and have it put on land and all that stuff.
Oh.
That's what I'm wondering about, is if that even happened, or is there some, something else happening?
Gotcha.
Haven't heard much about that lately. Oi.
Should I color this for you?
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty. I like that.
Purpley. Okay, this is what I was thinking about doing. Coloring this and having this be on my arm.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
First and goal, Mom.
Come on, Broncos. They stopped to play. False start. Oh. Sorry, Bronco fan for life here.
First time up.
I don't ever apologize, but I do apologize for me being a little bit distracted right now.
Oh. So, even though I only dashed for about 2 hours, if I would have got that last one, I would have made another $17, but I still got half pay for it. So even though I can only deliver it halfway, they still paid me half for it. So that's was cool. Like $8 kind of thing, $7.
Here's a picture. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
here's come on, phone.
Here, let me blow you up.
Oh God, not again.
Too bad.
Oh God, here, I'll put it in front of my face. It's reflecting the window.
Here's your face.
Can you see it, or?
Yeah, the little oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, that's cool. That's
here,
very cool.
Yeah, I think she's cute. I like my haunted mansion. Okay, put me back.
But I don't want to. I don't want to.
Oh, Donna, I hear you. I got so much stuff I gotta do. Cleaning, and I should be doing it now, but I don't feel like it.
Right.
I'd rather talk to you guys.
Don, if you're sorry for cleaning house, it could be come over here to my house and be really sorry.
Yeah, she could come over here and help me organize. And I got a whole bag of clothes I'm donating to Goodwill. That it's like,
excellent.
I've had them in the closet. They don't fit. Get rid of them. And then I got room for other stuff that, Oh, Donna. I'm sorry.
Remember, Donna, when you're like that, if I'm still up, you come get me.
Well, that's definitely to be expected, Donna. I mean, you just lost your spouse. That's how else are you going to feel, you know?
Yeah.
The biggest thing about it is don't stay in the depression too long. I mean, if you literally 3, 4, 5 days and you notice already that you haven't showered and that you're not taking care of yourself, get some help, even if it's only been going on for a couple of days. When you're dealing with this kind of loss, your emotional state is going to change and flux really fast. And so if you need help, don't be afraid to get it, even if it means calling Dreams, calling me, calling whoever, just to talk out what's going on.
Hey, Donna, I just had a thought. Maybe you could find like a grief support group.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
Find some people are going through.
I would recommend that over getting drugs from your doctor, because this is a situational issue. You don't need drugs. You need to work through your loss and your pain and your grief, and you can't do that if you're drugged.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
What a grief support group is probably the best thing for you right now. It really is. And if you can't find one in person, I know you can find them online. Just type in grief support group and you'll pop up with probably 20 of them or something. So,
and also talk to your pastor. I mean, possibly find a good faith-based or a good support group for you and lead you through it.
Yep. Very good idea.
It was going to sound strange, but when my dog died, I mean, how she died hit me so hard that we had to find a family grief support group. We all went.
Ooh, Neo, I'm so sorry. I love you, Neo. Are you feeling up to coming up on panel? I think I can send you a link. I think we figured that out, didn't we? Through email, if I'm remembering correctly.
What's wrong with Neo's eyes?
He had eye surgery the other day.
Uh-huh.
He's got, I'm not sure exactly what all is going on, but he's had issues for a while and he's getting them fixed now. So
I used to work in the eye clinic here at the university.
Yeah. So I think I want to say he's like 3 days out from surgery.
Okay.
Maybe 4. Not sure. Hang on, Neo. I'm going to see if I can send you a link. My only problem is I can't remember if we're hooked up in... I can't remember where we're hooked up. I know we're hooked up somewhere, but I want to say it's Gmail. So let me... Yep, there it is. There it is. All right, hang on. I think. Yeah. Okay, hold on. See if I can.
Hey, Dreams. Here's a picture of my son's cat.
Aww.
Isn't she cute?
Pretty baby.
He said she was so excited that she kept him up all night because he could hear her running around. But he was,
okay, Neo, I sent you a link.
He said that today she's been following him around everywhere he goes.
Tom's got his boy that does that. He will follow him around, and if Tom's wearing pants, he'll climb his pant leg to get up there.
Ouch. That sounds painful.
As he's getting bigger, it is more of an ouch.
You like that?
Is that the black kitty?
His boy. I mean, this little boy, if they even hear the car door slamming at night, they will just take off on a dead heat to go greet him at the door.
That's funny.
I'm really tempted to play a song that I know is going to get me copyrighted, but it's
Is
worth
it
playing.
what I think it is?
It's the one we talked about yesterday.
Uh-huh. I had a feeling. You
And we
can
have,
do the honors.
ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Neo.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Neo.
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you, Neo.
Which one?
Oh,
There's both
that
Neo.
look. I had a cat that looked just like that. His name was PJ.
What kind of cat is he again?
He's half Bengal and half Oriental spotted tabby.
There you go.
He's
That's
beautiful.
what my Abby is. She's half tabby, half Oriental short hair.
Yeah, his papers. He's an F5. He's still a wild animal, considered still wild.
Oh,
Mine doesn't have papers, but my mom and dad went to go adopt me a Siamese cat, and as they were walking by the cage where she was at, she reached out her paw and grabbed my mom's shirt like, you're not going any further.
He always photo bombs, man. It's just
Well, of course, he's
Well,
a good little looking boy.
he does it so well. So
remember my cat used to do that?
he's really trained though. He's like a working animal. He does things. So he's not just a cat. He does things.
He's a working cat.
Yeah, he really is. He's actually more protective than he is anything else.
He's cute. Beautiful cat.
If you were to try to shake my hand or something, like reach and shake, he would bite you.
Oh, I bet.
He would bite you. He definitely would. And he weighs 20 pounds, so when he gets on you, it's kind of hard to get him off.
Did you say 20 pounds?
Yeah.
That's half the size of what my cat is.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, he looks big. He looks long.
Daddy's boy.
He's a good cat, but he's kind of pesky sometimes.
Well, all animals are really.
Well, he's really scares me sometimes.
Hey.
He's attacked me before, and he hurt me really bad once, so I kind of really leery about him. So.
Yeah.
Getting a little.
But can't you see that, Mom? How many faces? Look at that. It's all swollen.
What'd you have done to your eyes? What kind of surgery?
I suffered a bad head injury from my previous marriage, and it came back on me in a couple of years. I had like blood blisters behind both retinas.
Oh, wow.
Then on top of it, I have cataracts, and on top of that, I have glaucoma. So
oh, wow. Yeah, you're really, I mean, just one of those is bad, let alone have all three.
Yeah.
Julie used to work in an eye clinic, so.
Yeah.
Is it up, buddy? You have more right.
I don't think they did something right, because it really hurts today, especially when I go to light a cigarette or something. Boy, that is.
Did you have like laser surgery, or what kind?
No, they stuck needles. They had to remove quite a bit of scar tissue.
Okay. Did they tell you to make sure not put your head down? Like you have to keep your head up?
Not to smoke weed even, and like that's like
yeah.
I grow weed, smoke weed, dream about weed. But I know.
Yeah, my heart just ached for you.
But it does. I woke up today, man. I don't know if it was just the way it slipped.
Have you called them?
This plastic thing on my eye.
Yeah.
Thing. They want me to sleep with it taped to my face, man. And
that's because they're afraid of you poking it like in the night or getting.
They want this to be like this when I'm sleeping, and I can't do it, man. It's just like I can't do that, man.
Do they have like a 24-hour service where you can call them and tell
I gotta
them
go see them in a couple of days.
Well, I'm wondering if it's because Are you day 3 out from surgery or day 4?
Five.
5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because like by day 5, it should not be hurting more.
No.
It should be
No, it's
on the
hurting
way.
a lot worse today, and the double vision is worse again. It's back to where
you
it
need
was.
I would call them tomorrow because I
Yeah.
definitely would contact them tomorrow because they'll probably want to see
Well,
you.
remember how I told you things were like down here?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they went away, right? And then they came back. Now it's back down to like that again. And it's like, this is here.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's
Yeah,
like,
you need to get a hold of them.
Yeah, I definitely call them.
Have some fun.
and I can still see that freaking spot where they stuck the needle in. It's like I
Oh
got
my gosh.
a freaking bug flying around in my face all the
That
time.
would be annoying.
Fuck, man. Then the night I had this surgery, I had this little tiny moth flying up in my face, and it flew up it looked like a giant pterodactyl, man. I
Oh,
was like,
jeez.
fuck, man, what is that? Fucking-
That's when you get that bug high.
I'm going to be doing a new unboxing in about a week or 2. This is going to be a really cool unboxing, man. I'll give you a little hint. I make this comment all the time that if everybody in the world smoked a joint, we would have world peace. Right? So I found something just epic to go along with that, and I ordered it, and it'll be here.
I wish I lived closer to you. I could get... Where do you live?
Huh?
Julie discovered the joys of THC oil last night. And you got to remember, since she doesn't really have access, she doesn't imbibe hardly at all. And so for her, one little tiny dot like kicked her ass.
That's really yummy stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was good.
It kicked my butt. I didn't wake up till like 2.
I like this one better though, man. That stuff is really good.
Ooh, yeah.
That's called I can't read it, but maybe you guys.
What is it?
It's like
wax.
95%.
Oh, wax.
It's I think loud
What is
butter.
that? Cherry chocolate or something? I can't even read it.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Let me make you big.
Let's see if I can get it to focus.
There you go, getting further back.
Put your hand, like put your whole hand behind it sideways and see if you can.
Let's see if this will work.
Because it's
berry
octane, I think it says.
Okay.
Loud
Gotcha.
butter.
So I don't mean to be stupid because I don't know anything about this. What do you do with that? With the wax?
What do you do with it? You
I
take
don't know.
one. You take one of these.
Yeah.
You take one
okay.
of these, and you take one of these, and then you take. I'll show you how you do this.
Just a little bit, or I don't know anything.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. The other thing you can use if you want to cheat a little bit, or you don't have access to a nail and a rig and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you can use a dab pen.
I've heard of those.
Earlier, Mama, I almost bought one.
So you just put it in there then?
Well, you actually touch the end of the dab pen to.
You take a little. Oops. Take a little.
Yeah.
Like that.
And you put it in the end of the dab pen then?
No, you put it for that. You puts it in a bowl, and then he.
Yeah, but what do you do with the dab pen?
Well, a dab pen, you basically have. Hold on, where is it? It's a little container like this. It's a little silicone container that the wax goes in, and then you basically just touch this to the wax in the container, and it doesn't stay on the dab pen. You just touch it. It melts it. You inhale it.
Okay, and then all heated up, and you just take it in. You put this right there. And
I've seen those being used before, but I never knew how they did them. I was at a party when I was in college before, and I'm like, oh, but I didn't know how they.
I
That's
love
quite
the taste of this, Mom. I wish you could smell this because when you know how like when you open up weed, and your whole house smells like bud, you know.
Oh,
Well, when you open up one of these little jars, it's like your whole house just smells like it.
That's what I like about when I go to that dispensary. You walk in and right away you can smell it.
That's what my house smells like. It's a freaking dispensary.
And then we have vaping dreams over here.
Oh, did you see what I got to you yesterday, Mama? I don't know if you saw
I
it.
was reading about the vape pens, and it kind of made me nervous because they said there was there's something they put in them that's not good.
oh yeah, you got your stove.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful.
Is that stainless?
stove.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi enabled, all of it, man. It's cool
wow.
shit.
That's pretty cool.
Your stove has Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
They have
What
them.
the
I know.
fuck?
Washer and dryers, you can
Yeah,
get them.
like last night, I cooked my first little pizza bread in there, right? And I freaking set that because I hate preheating shit. So I just set the oven up, and then when it was ready to be put the pizza in, it sent me a message and said it was ready to go.
Yeah. Our daughter-in-law and son-in-law have Wi-Fi washer and dryers.
Yeah, the refrigerator I'm gonna get has Wi-Fi too. So.
Well,
I'm
see,
feeling
that would
really
make
old
sense so
right
you
now.
could like see inside of it and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah, that's the one I'm getting. So you can. It'll
I'm
also
Sure. Does it have that touchpad too?
it'll also let you know if you like need milk and shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh God.
it is just cool stuff, man.
That's all I need
like
is a refrigerator nagging at me that I need to get something.
right?
You
But
need
this
milk.
also has a air fryer built in as well.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
it's got a convection oven built in, so it's like a
Oh,
regular
that's neat.
convection oven and an air fryer all in one.
That's a 3-in-1. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that is.
That's the only
That's
three-way I like.
Well, that's what you say.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's self
Yeah, you know
cleans.
I just had to be like your husband for about 10 seconds there, right?
It self cleans as
Oh
well.
wow.
And you know how like a lot of ovens you could see the grill, the heating element in the bottom.
Mhm.
You can't. There's no heating elements. It's
Oh
all
wow.
must be built in or something. But,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Wow, that's very cool.
Oh, Donna says, "Oh Lord, vacuuming this dog hair is a job itself."
Yeah.
And then I got my
Just
little
look
thing
inside
here.
a little bit. I didn't get that good of a picture, but it's nice stove, man.
It looks like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's that, Dreams?
It's called Midnight Drops. It's like a pill. You don't taste it at all. Makes you go night-night. Got weed in it.
Oh, cool. I wish I lived in a state that's not moronic.
Join the club.
I mean,
You guys are getting there, though. I mean,
not with our governor. Our governor will
here's the
never.
thing. Our governor tried to overturn both recreational and medicinal marijuana. She tried to turn them both over.
Yeah.
And there was nothing in the bill for medicinal that she could pick apart. So that is standing. They're setting it up now. As far as the other bill, the only thing wrong with it was that they literally had essentially two bills in one, and you can't do that.
Okay.
And so that's why that one got overturned, which means next time, all they got to do is write the same bill up and just not combine it with another bill, and it'll be legal, and we'll vote for it again. And fuck Kristi Noem. So, because I'm sorry, Kristi Noem is the dumbest fucking governor in the state. Who says we should have? Oh my God, our state motto right now, meth. We're on it. That's the fucking state motto. What the fuck?
I thought ours was bad. Our governor, she's a woman. I cannot stand her. She's,
Is she a Republican?
Yeah, Kim Reynolds. She goes to, when Trump was in office, she went there, I don't know how many times. She's very.
Kristi Noem was a Trump sucker too. So
we were one of the first
I told you
states.
about that poll they did in your state, where your state, I think you're in South Dakota, right? South Dakota. And right, Ma? Is that where you're at?
I'm in South Dakota. Julie's in Iowa, right next
Yeah.
door.
Well, they're considered South Dakota, believe it or not, is considered the most Trumpian state out of
Oh
the.
God. I'm sorry.
They did a poll there. They asked the people in the state how many wanted to see legalized marijuana. 57% of the state wants legalized marijuana, but
Recreationally legal.
Republicans that are there, they're not respecting the voters' wishes. They're
Exactly.
That's how our governor is.
Exactly. But if you guys get this, I mean, there's a group that's been here in South Dakota working to get legalization for almost 15 years. And basically they are like so good at writing up these bills and doing all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure if I remember right, there is a bill getting ready to go before Iowa's Congress.
Oh, really?
Which is a legalization bill for medical.
Oh, we already have medical.
I think
it's a legalization bill for recreational.
But
and I think they're going to be presenting it next spring. I'm not sure though.
Okay. Well, the thing with the medical is it's so limited. It's a joke. Pretty much, you have to have cancer or like irritable bowel syndrome. There's nothing for like chronic pain. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's who needs it, you know? I mean, it's so stupid. It's worthless.
I live with pain.
I
live with pain is untreatable. There is no way you could take any freaking drug you wanted and it doesn't stop this pain. But cannabis is just, without weed, I couldn't survive. I just would have never made it.
Yeah, amazing. T-Bert.
That's how.
I love my gay Democrat governor.
Oh, shut up, Dreams.
I live in the most legal state in the country.
Where do you live?
Washington. We were the ones that made it for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, Colorado kind of started it, but Washington really went.
Colorado followed behind us, but they did it before us because we were still arguing and fighting over what.
Well, they had pot shops open before it was even legal through their state. I mean, there were pot shops open that weren't being shut down. So
we have something here called the Green Solution, and there's so many here that's like Starbucks of weed here.
Yeah.
Well, I was on the team that wrote the medical marijuana law, Initiative 692 for our state, and then
right on.
So we had a medical marijuana law in place, a pretty good one before we went full rec. But, the big argument was we didn't want to add another law against marijuana, and by adding a DWI law, it would have added another law against weed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of division in doing that, and so that's why it kind of took us a little while to get it.
You know what's really funny is that I got that stuff yesterday. I had it in my backpack. So we go to the car races, and we go to walk in there, and there's police standing there. And I'm like, oh. And then when I went to leave, I had to walk by one. Then after we left, we went to a gas station to get gas. There's a trooper there.
Really?
Like a nightmare.
They're watching you.
That's funny.
They have a big sign on the wall where I got the dispensary, and it says, taking this across state lines is illegal. But when you go in, you show them your ID, and they know you're from out of state.
Well, Idaho cops, they profile people traveling from Washington State, through the Idaho, because they see a Washington plate, they're gonna pull it over.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that, but
Tom said the first time he walked into a dispensary after it was legal here, he goes, I felt like I was walking around like this, and it's like I feel like taking the tire out of the trunk, putting that in there, putting a tarp on it, putting a bag of lime salt on it. I'm like, oh my God, really?
I have found that quality Tupperware does the job for me. Like,
Oh,
for
for the
example,
smell?
yeah, as long as it's good. Like this little guy right here, you can't smell shit out of this unless the weed is that strong.
Yeah. I love the smell in that dispensary. It's like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would love to walk into a dispensary and see if I could actually smell it. I would think with all that weed, I'd have to be able to.
Oh, you'd be able to. And
You'd
they've
love
got
ours. You would
tons
love
of
ours.
different kinds. They've got like
The bongs and everything is displayed so pretty, and it's
and they got a huge chalkboard that lists every kind and strain and how much. And I've never seen. I'm like, holy crap! And it's funny. They got this. It's like when you go in where the I don't want to say baristas is, but the people that
the bartenders.
That's it. They have this video of this guy. He's like driving. He's going.
Wait till you see this dab rig I got. One that I ordered. It's a glass globe that's made into a dab rig. It is really. I like the name of your title, Mama. We.
You know, it's funny. I got a nail along with can't even remember what the heck I know it came with my little OG pipe, and it's a nail for doing dabs. And I couldn't figure out why the hell there was a nail with this thing. I didn't even know it was a nail. I used it to scrape my fucking smaller pipes.
You what now?
I Neo's dying over there. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's called a nail, and it literally has like one end that's kind of flat, and I don't even know where the fuck it went now. But it's pretty small little. Neo's got one and it had one in his hand, I thought.
What, one of these?
Yeah, except mine's like half that length.
Oh, like this one, probably this little tiny one here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
so
pretty much like that. That's what you. I don't know exactly how it works, but you heat something up and then I don't know. I've never done a dab like that.
Looks like a sewing needle.
All they are is just like little picks. So like you see how it comes in the jar, right? You can see scraping it with the pick. You can see it to pick it up.
Yep. And
because it's so hot, it's like a dab is like 540 degrees. So you want metal that, a metal, of course, and then, you got to make sure it doesn't burn you. You get your fingers.
So you have to heat up that jar first?
No, you heat up that.
Oh, that. Okay.
Fabric.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what this is for right here. This thing I was going to show you, this is a terpometer. And what this does is what I use this for is if I heat this thing up, take this and I heat it up, and I want to make it at the right temperature so I can put this in there. And when it turns green, it tells me it's at the right temperature. If it turns red, it means it's too hot.
Oh wow. Nice.
I also have an electronic nail where you don't have to use this. You just take this piece out, this ball right here out, hot. But anyway, you pull it out and then you stick an electronic nail in there, and then it just plug it in, and then you don't have to heat it with a torch. You just put it on there and smoke it.
Nice.
Yeah, it goes. It's in the other room though. I show it to you, but it just takes this off and it puts a metal bowl on there that's got wires connected to it that heats up, so you don't have to heat it up.
Oh.
First time Tom did a dab like that, he did it at work, and then he did like 5 of them back to back to back to back. I'm like,
really?
And then he calls me up and he FaceTimes me, and I could tell he was fucked up by his eyes.
Why do you do it at work?
Well, this Rob's computer. is
That's
actually
a cool place to work at.
that's actually diamonds. This is like crushed diamonds that are in here, and there's like
Wow.
a big diamond chunk that I'm saving for last. But I'll show you how this works. This turpometer thing, truly, so you can kind of see how I take it and I heat it up like this, and I'm heating it up. Well, you can pretty much eyeball it with practice. You don't need that thing really after a while, because my bowl's really dirty too. So sorry about that. See how it's glowing red?
Yeah.
You kind of know right there it's already hot.
Okay.
So when you stick this thing in there, you're measuring the temperature. Now watch it. See, it goes right to red. It's way too hot.
Okay.
So I take it
So you
out.
know to wait then? So.
It'll turn green when it's ready to use.
Oh,
So it's still too hot.
that's pretty cool.
Now it's green.
There it
See,
goes.
it's still red a
Oh.
little bit. So wait a second. Put it back in there.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Down.
Now it's
So
all
do
green.
you set it or does it come
It's
automatically?
automatically set, and then that
Okay.
just tells you you're ready to go, and you just smoke it up.
Okay. Cool.
That's a cool looking ring too. That's one of my favorites.
That's
Oh, wow.
quite fancy.
That's pretty
I'd be,
neat.
Julie,
I'd probably, yeah.
you want to see my bong?
I think I've seen yours. Susan sent it to you, didn't she?
Uh-huh.
Neo, have you seen my bong?
I was gonna say, has Neo seen it?
I haven't seen
I'm
it.
jealous. I want one.
I bought Dreams her very first time.
I'm gonna make sure they've got no more in there. Neo,
Mine's dirty, but that's mine.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I smoke a lot of weed, man. So like,
Hang on. Let me make you big here.
oh, that's.
It's even got veins.
I saw one of those today. I saw one of those, and I thought about ordering one and sending it to somebody as a joke.
this
Have
was
you
my
used
first
it?
bong.
I thought about sending one to Hammy.
So do
I
you,
thought that he would have laughed his ass off had I done that.
did you notice it even has veins in it?
Yeah. You ought to see the other one. I saw one that's like that, that's solid glass, and it's all etched. The veins are all.
This particular penis was literally somebody's junk, and they covered it with plaster or whatever they cover it with, so that it turned into a mold.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually some guy's actual mold of his dick.
Unit. That's
Huh,
funny.
took all my lighters, the asshole.
That is too
Lighter
funny.
Stealer.
So have you used it?
Yeah. I asked Susan how much water should I put in it because I didn't have a bond before. She goes, well, just make sure he doesn't spit. Susan had me rolling on. I couldn't use my bong for a while because
Oh
I
my
was laughing that hard. And yes, I said hard.
And what's really funny is that her husband will not use it.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch
That's
this,
too
Susan.
funny.
Watch this, Susan. Seth, what hit?
Fuck no.
He said if it was a boot bong, he'd be first in line.
Oh, God. I'm surprised they don't have those.
They do.
They do? I should have
They
known.
do. And the funny part about them is that they've got one that I saw probably about 3 months ago in a catalog, and it's the boobs, and then like the waist kind of thing is the base of it, and it has 2 holes, so like 2 people can suck off it at the same time.
That's funny.
Or you just cover one and use it as a cart. So
Plug the hole.
Susan, you must see what happens when you clean your desk out.
Oh, I don't even want it.
If I sent that to a chick, I know she'd probably end up using it.
what is
What is that?
3 little nuggets.
Oh, you found
I-
weed.
I found weed. How many is in there?
I remember there was an episode of Roseanne where her and Dan, I don't know if they got a new stove or something, and they moved it and they found a bag of old weed.
And they rolled it into a joint, and it was like from 1975 or
Yes.
something. And they were both in the bathroom, and they were both fucked up. And
Yep.
oh my God, it was hilarious.
And then they had like 70s clothes that they had found in there. Like, God, it was old. That was
see my
too
wall.
funny.
Look at my wall, Mom. I got weed and freaking dabs hanging on the wall.
So when Tom did hit his first ever dab, he goes, I got some good news and I got some bad news. And I'm like, okay, he's really fucked up when he starts doing that. He goes, bad news, I'm really fucked up. I just did dabs for the first time. I go, how many hits did you do? And he goes, oh, 5. And he goes, good news, I'm not driving for a long time.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, because they close late nights. Over half of the people who work there smoke weed and dab. That's pretty.
Wow.
One of those?
It's like, is that a keychain?
No, that's a Tibetan Dorje. That's hand carved by Tibetan monks.
Wow.
If you look at it, it's like a rattle. It's the little balls inside of it.
Cool.
But they carve it all in one piece.
It's
all carved out of one piece.
I love jade.
Oh, wait, look at this one. This is all solid jade. Oh, shit. But,
I love that.
But you're
That's beautiful.
That's the same thing, but made out of solid jade.
I like jade.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a day with you. One day with you, just to go explore and get all this stuff and have fun.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of Tibetan jewelry.
Where'd you get it?
I got it from an estate sale, actually. That's how I ended up winning it. And like some of these beads, like these right here I have in my hand, are 2,500 years old.
Wow.
It's one of my necklaces. I'm just not wearing it right now.
That's cool.
All. Each one of those beads is like $350. Those little black and white ones.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really old. This is a beautiful bracelet here. That's about $400 for that.
I love it.
Wow.
Those are all real beads. They're all real stones. They're not plastic and fake. None of them.
Wow.
That dizzy bead right there is about 200 years old. You can look at Google sometime if you get bored. DZI beads, dizzy beads.
Yeah.
And I got the book I have alone just for the book that identifies these is like $1,000.
For the book?
Just for the book. You can go on Amazon and Google, look it up, man. You can find it maybe used for about $450.
That's
yeah.
I wonder if they have that. I have
They're extremely rare. These things, there's a whole history behind dizzy beads, and if you guys are really interested in that stuff.
I wonder if you could find that book on thrift books. Sometimes you can. It's surprising.
I can go get it. It's laying right there on the floor. It's called The Gizzy Beads of Tibet or something like that, and it shows it identifies beads because people do make fakes because they are very valuable. They're currency in Tibet. That's how valuable they are.
Oh, wow.
Currency, yeah.
Hey, Donna, since you're new with, Julie, since you're new with the weed.
That made most of that jewelry.
What is that?
Not.
It's what? Huh?
It's a pipe.
It is?
Yeah.
Wow.
See that big black hole in the top there?
Yeah.
That's the bowl.
Oh.
That's where we put the weed in.
That's a lot of my necklaces right there.
Oh, right on.
Those are, I ain't kidding you, Mama. Check this stuff out, man. This one bead is like $600 just for that one bead.
I believe
I
it.
believe it. Yeah.
My best friend is really into beads, and like she gets 3-4 of them in the mail about every 3 or 4 days. I mean, she spends a lot on good quality beads, and what she buys are glass beads. But she was
Oh, I know
explaining
what
to me
you're
some of the information about like the Tibetan jewelry and like other places that use it as currency, like you were saying.
Yeah, I know what he's getting. I know which ones he's getting. I can tell just by what you're describing.
But she buys them from all different people that are like that basically make them in their homes. I mean, they do glass blowing and beadwork in their homes.
That's a pure Caledonian bead. It actually absorbs impurities out of your skin.
Wow.
It'll change colors if you wear it. It actually was pink because I wore this for a long time, and it had a really pinkish rose color to it.
I have a necklace I wear a lot. It's called Jet. It's not a bead per se, but it's a crystal, and it helps with anxiety and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are supposed to be also like talismans. They, where they ward off, evil, and some of them are can bring you good luck. Other ones can bring you good fortune. God damn it, I'm a mess. This is like taking a woman's jewelry. But these are really. I'm going to start giving them away because I'm getting older, and I'm probably not going to sell them, or I'm going to just start probably giving them away. But I have all the paperwork for each and every one of them.
Wow.
To show that.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
See where these came from is, how the Himalayas, what the Himalayas are, the mountains, right?
Yeah.
A long, long time ago, before apes were around and everything, that was all underwater.
Yeah.
So as plate tectonics over time made the Himalayas, it pushed all that sediment up into the mountains, right? So that was like all that microorganisms, everything all got sedimentized and turned into rock. Well, these monks figured out a way to core into those certain areas of and get these patterns. These are natural patterns. These are naturally occurring. There's very little embellishment, if any, is on them at all. Mostly it's just polishing, cleaning them up to bring out the little traits. But a 9-eyed dizzy bead, one of these things can be worth thousands. Seriously.
Thank you, Susan. I needed that.
You needed what?
That you blowing that smoke on me. I needed to get high, but he's got all my lighters, the asshole.
Oh. Doesn't Seth have a lighter?
I do have my carts.
You have your what?
My carts.
Oh, there you go.
My pens. Good game. We're finally winning one. The first one that we're winning it.
Yeah, on Amazon.com, I think they have the book.
Do you have any more soda?
Beads of Tibet.
Can I have it? I haven't had that much. Thank you, and I should say please. Please did it.
Come here.
What's Ken doing, Ma?
I don't know. I don't even know what he's doing right now. He came in, did a raid, and then, Hey,
he's
John,
leaving. He's sending me videos. Hey, J-Cam.
J-Cam, that's John's Arcade and More.
Yeah, Arcade and More.
He's from the 420 community.
What's up, John?
Right. Yeah.
Good to see everyone I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, what?
Telling everybody, good to see him.
Look at that little puppy dog.
He's funny.
He's the comedian of puppers.
You know, Twiggy's finally gotten to the point where she is a little bit playful with me. You know, when I first got her, she was so timid, and she's finally to the point where I can play with her a little bit.
Yep.
Good.
Morning. It's
420, Susan.
Oh,
520.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put you down, little dude. All right, there you go. Oh boy. Okay. Cheers, everyone.
That just almost hurt me.
Hey, Julie. You should do a drop of oil. I want to see you fucked up.
Oh, God. You'll see me laying here sleeping is what you'll see.
What kind of
We need
oil?
to do the joys of sativa.
Well, I'll tell you, think about it this way.
Sorry. I was trying to get it out of the bag. He asked me.
That jar of THC oil is going to last you for fucking ever.
Yeah, that's what the guy said. He said
How much did you pay for it?
I guess.
I think it was 30.
That's
it?
not bad. That's excellent.
Well, he gave me a family and friends discount. He's really cool. Because, see, I tip him, you know, pretty well. And then I always go to the same guy.
Yeah.
I think he feels sorry for me because he knows I'm in pain. And he kind of helps it because his mom uses that same stuff.
Right on.
So
what is it? Is it like a dab pen or something?
You just put a little bit of it. You can either put it in your mouth, or they gave me some of those clear capsules you can put it in and then swallow it like a pill. Or
but you literally, she put like a teeny tiny dot, and I mean, when I say a dot, it comes out of a little syringe, and so you just put like a teeny tiny dot on.
I know what she's got. She's got the refills for the refillable pens that you can get in the oil. I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
But Dreams, if you can get that stuff, let me know how much, and I'll frickin' pay you for it as soon as I work another day.
Let me see if that's even at my dispensary here, okay?
Oh, it's RSO, John? That's what it is?
Yeah.
I just misplaced my phone.
what's that mean?
What is RSO?
Acronym, but I have a little jar of it here, like this right here.
Okay.
And it comes out in the eyedropper, and you like put a couple of drops underneath your tongue or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Show you. This is the stuff, basically. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, that's exactly what mine looks like.
But I got it from Lost Art, and it's really good, man. I mean,
the stuff I had was good. It's really thick.
Yeah, I got a weak stomach, though. I can't handle the taste.
Oh.
I just
put like the white of your fingernail size, you know? And I have short fingernails. Just a little teeny bit.
Well, the first time I did it, I had a friend, my friend that gave it to me told me, well, just put like 1 or 2 drops on your hand and lick it off. So what do? 5 fucking huge drops. I was stoned for 8 hours, just like, boom. And then it took another 8 hours to like totally come down. That was amazing.
That's a bummer.
I had no pain. I literally, nothing hurt for the first time in my freaking life that I can remember. Nothing hurt. I was stoned out of my mind, but nothing hurt.
Yep.
If you really want to stop your pain, what works? I talk with my mouth. I tried mushrooms about 3 months ago, and it came from no.
Oh, okay.
And I was on the live stream when I ate them, and I literally was afraid that, because I know a lot about hallucinogenics and stuff. I was worried, and so I ate a gram, which is nothing. And within 20 minutes, it was like somebody walked over and hit a light switch. I almost broke down in tears on the stream, because for the first time in 25 years, I didn't have any pain.
Yeah.
I was actually paralyzed for the first time that I actually. I mean, and it lasted for like what, 2 days?
Wow. Donna, you need to discuss that in private.
The answer I could tell right away. Nope.
Yeah, there's certain things you don't put in a live stream, and that's one of them.
There's certain things I will do, and there's some things I will not do, and that's one of them I will not do.
I'm not into edibles, you know. I got my neighbor makes these chocolate chip cookies that just are.
The best thing you could do is you could
I can get it and fresh made.
I wouldn't do it.
Thank you, Donna.
And there's some things you ask people, and there's some things you don't ask people.
Have you ever?
The biggest thing is, if you're going to ask something like that, definitely do it in private.
Have you ever eaten gummy bears, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Do they get you high? Really?
Well, depending on the strength, I mean, yeah, I'm going to get high. Like if they're 5 milligrams, then I've got to eat about 20 of them.
Oh, shit. I probably don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I started out with, and they didn't help. These things.
Well, how many of those? What's the strength on those? What's the strength on those?
Let's see. 20 milligrams CBD, 10 milligrams THC per piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's only 10 in here.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, if you want to actually have it help, I would recommend taking 5 of them.
There's only 10 in the whole thing, and they're more expensive than that stuff I bought yesterday.
Yeah. But if you want to actually, use them up or whatever, try like 4 or 5. At least 5 is what I would do. Most people have that much of a tolerance that they can,
Yeah.
The only thing I could see that is relatively close to what you guys are talking about is this.
Hang on.
Can't see it.
Hang on. Okay. Mayflower distillate syringes. Okay, what's in it? I can't read it.
Potent, transportable, and multi-purpose Mayflower Farms distillate syringe delivers 1 gram of activated THC in a convenient package. It just says it's available in indica and sativa hybrid.
Okay, so that's basically oil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's. We'll talk in private.
Yeah. But remember what we just talked about. So just let the subject of that one go.
Donna. Yeah. Ken said it's medically legal in Louisiana, and they don't have a bunch of bullshit regulations.
Like Iowa.
So it's a lot easier to get it. I mean, if you have chronic pain of any kind, you should be able to qualify
Because that card first get your card, girl.
Yeah, the guy yesterday was telling me he's so nice, and he wanted to try to get things for me as cheap as possible. And he's like, "Well, are you from Illinois?" And I'm like, "No." And he says, "Oh." Because they have connected to them, they have the medical one, and he was going to get me a medical card, but I'm like,
So it's medically legal in your state, Mama?
I'm sorry, what's that?
It's medically legal in your state?
Well, it is medically legal now, but they do not have doctors. They don't have medical license or medical cards set up. It's just basically they've said, okay, yeah, you voted for it, and now we're going to dick around for 2 years before we actually put it into place.
Well, here's a little thing you can try. If you've got doctors that are for it, but they're a little on edge about things, what the way to get it to cover your ass and his is just to get him to write it in a prescription paper that he recommends the use.
Yeah.
He can't prescribe it, but he can recommend the use, and that's all you need under a medical rule.
Yeah.
Is a doctor's recommendation, because of federal law, they can't physically prescribe it. Even in my state, it cannot be prescribed.
And Susan, you're going to need some of this too.
Hang on. Let me make you big.
It'll make me bigger, girl.
What is it?
Oh, you know who needs that? Ken needs that.
But he can't have it.
No, he can't have it. God damn it.
You can use it for yourself.
I think Ken really try some difference or something, because that just sounds totally unusual. I've never read even a documented incident of an allergy to cannabis. I've never seen that. I've read a lot of papers on it. I've never seen that.
He is literally allergic to it. It will close off his airways if he even gets like the cream on his skin.
That's
Well, the cream I could understand, because cannabis, if you put it in a cream, there's other things that are in it, so it could.
Yeah, but he can't handle the smoke either. His lungs close off from the smoke too.
That's so dangerous.
It's not supposed to do that, actually.
No, it's not. But in some people, there are documented allergies to marijuana. Not a lot of them, but I would definitely call him a case of definite allergy.
It'll be interesting to find out what it actually is that's making him react. It would be an interesting experiment to get a blood test and then analyze it to see what makes it a reaction. What is it actually that causes that reaction?
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting little experiment. Shit.
Yeah. But I'm not going to experiment on him.
I'll do it.
No.
You got to say that with a little evil laugh at the end.
Steven said this is like it says cannabis allergy, a diagnosis challenge.
Repeat that?
Cannabis allergy, a diagnosis challenge.
Okay.
I still didn't hear a word you said.
They said that it is real and it's a diagnostic challenge, so it's hard to really diagnose it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, because THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol, and THC is formed by water. One of the reasons why it's really a bitch to wash a bong, which is water, is because water won't break down THC. It won't do it. It's because it's monoclonal. It's like water.
They said right here that the way to diagnose this is a skin test.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to go to a clinic that the very first time I went, they did all these skin tests for all these different things. They did them on my back. And this one swelled up like this big.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess that's a positive.
Well, we all have that tuberculin skin test. Those are kind of what you do,
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
I'm so glad I can handle weed.
You know, it's the same with the vaccine. I don't mean to go out, but it's the same with the vax thing. You know, I mean, we've all been vaccinated before when we were children. I mean, you had to be vaccinated to go to school. You know, I mean, it was a must. You know, there were no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Your kids have to be vaccinated long before COVID came around.
Yep.
And I got the freaking the smallpox vaccine, the freaking
measles, mumps, rubella,
all of it. And, you know, I mean, and they in some cases they literally gave you the bloody virus, right? So
it was a live virus. Yeah.
Well, now they don't do that. See, that's the difference now.
It's totally different.
It's based on proteins from the virus.
Yeah.
And that's like some people say, well, I can't take it because I get sick from flu shots. It's a totally different thing than a flu shot.
Thank you.
They're not, and I try explaining to people, and it's just like.
Well, I was in the test group. I didn't say a bunch because, you know, they asked us kind of not to do that. But I got vaccinated long before most everybody did. And so, you know, I didn't have any problems. I never got a sore arm. I never got sick. I never had any problems at all.
I didn't either.
I had a sore arm for 2 hours. That was it. And I usually get sick for, like, I had a flu shot that literally put me in the hospital. So I was very leery of getting it. But
what's causing all this shit is that people are misunderstanding this vaccine. They think it's a cure. It's not a cure. It is not going to stop you from getting COVID, okay? You're still going to get COVID, most likely.
You won't get it sick.
The only difference is it's not going to fucking kill you or leave you with permanent, lifelong freaking injuries, man.
Exactly.
That's it, you know? And if people could understand that simple fact, they could freaking get over all this bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if they
fully vaccinated. He works as a bartender. Guess what? I just found out 2 days ago he's got COVID.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, it's not going to stop you.
A lot of it's so political, too. I think it doesn't matter what you say. It's just, and I don't understand it. Because like you said, you know, when we were kids,
and that's what scares a lot of the freaking the older people, like they're in the 40s and 50s, is that they're used to seeing vaccines taking decades to make. And then the speed that this vaccine was developed
so quick
scares people because of all the controversy behind it. You know, they're controlling bullshit.
Yeah.
There are no magnets stuck to my arm, and I'm freaking. The only thing that happened, excuse my way of putting this, ladies, it's just my running joke, is my dick grew 3 inches, and it's actually I'm happy. You know, because now I can see the fucking thing. You know, and you can see it before. You know. I mean, you gotta just let it. You just gotta do what you gotta do, man. And we could get back to normal. People freaking getting grip.
And there wouldn't be all these variants coming up.
No, because you would already pass the herd immunity stage, and we would already.
And that's why it's mutating. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The longer you let that bug run, the more it's gonna freaking change. It's a the type of virus it is it originally
it's very good at changing.
Virus. That's what it originally was. And then it mutated into this COVID-19 virus. Now it's mutated into so many other variants that the nice thing about these vaccines is that because they're made by RNA, so they can be reprogrammed really easy. And then,
just tweak them.
And that happens with the booster shot, you know?
Yep.
And we all had to get our measles booster shots.
I had to do that when I went to college. I had to get boosters.
I think sometimes even as adults, we still get our booster shots for that shit.
I had to get a bunch of shots when I was getting ready I was going to take college classes and stuff. And I had to go in and I had to get like 5 or 6 shots.
Yep. That's
right. Military, like when I was in the military, you talk about a viral load of getting shots, dude. You're standing in a freaking line. You got these guys, 2 guys on each side with guns, man. And,
I hate those guns.
You know, I've seen guys take 3 or 4 steps and drop past out from that shit, you know.
I don't like those guns. One of my vaccines I got when I was little, it was like you went and there was a whole bunch of people and they had those guns, and I'd rather have a needle. I don't like those things.
Yeah. It's just,
Well, one of the people that we loved that passed away here, he said that when you do your vaccination, just drink a bunch of water. You need to keep extremely hydrated on it.
and I get it, we all have our rights to make our own minds up, but this is a kind of a virus where really your rights can actually impede on somebody else.
That's exactly it.
And you don't want to have a vaccine, but if you get the virus and you give it to your fucking kid and you die, so how would you feel?
Or your grandparent, or
It's rough, man.
Because at the beginning of this, they were all worried about the old people, and then Delta came along,
now
and
it's
it's
younger.
like, no, now it's hitting the teenagers and the 20-somethings, and
That's to be scored.
And if millennials are out there listening, remember this: there's a world, and it was before you. That's our age, man. BY, before you. The world's always been this way, man. If I was going to travel abroad, if I was going to go to Europe, I'd want to get vaccinated.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even if COVID wasn't here, before I go overseas, I'd still want to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
I don't want to go over there and catch some freaking weird bug and come back dead,
One of the things that I think people don't realize when they're talking about coming up with a new vaccine is that all the groundwork has been laid for all the other RNA-based vaccines. They've practiced over and over and over again and come up with new RNA-based vaccines. So now all they literally have to do is use the protein from the bug itself, and they know what they can, what RNA they can attach it with, and all that stuff. So it's literally already made. They just need to insert protein.
Yeah.
Simple. That's why they came up with it so fast. It's not a fucking, it's not a government conspiracy. It's experience. It's knowledge. Yeah. It's learning. It's,
10 years, even 10 years ago, we couldn't have done this.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of science, and people learning. And
well, I have a Bachelor of Arts degree from Cornell in astrophysics, so I'm not stupid. I know a lot about chemistry and physiology and anatomy and all that stuff, but I'm pretty well-rounded education-wise. And I'm not stupid. I wouldn't put nothing in my body. I'm already fucked up and I'm weird as it is. I don't want to, add more to it. So if I felt it wasn't safe, I wouldn't support it.
Exactly.
I would tell people, no, this ain't safe. Don't do that shit.
What the fuck? Get off my screen. Right.
Your husband is torturing me in Facebook, Susan.
But I'm getting to the point where I'm afraid to even go shopping, man. Seriously.
Hey, Dave.
I don't want to get sick, And this ain't like AIDS or anything else. This is something that's in the air, man. I'm just even afraid of it, I am.
Dave, did you rinse out your eyes or?
Yeah, Dave, if you have saline, you need to use that and just rinse your eyes repeatedly. And why were you not wearing glasses? Safety glasses, dude.
That's you just brought up most viruses don't. You know how you catch them and how they get into your body? How do you think they get them? They come through the eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the most vulnerable.
That's very true.
Body, man.
What the hell did you explain?
This viruses get into you into your eyes, man. But they're not telling people wear eye protection.
I see people wearing masks for COVID prevention, and they have the mask way down below their nose.
Yes, it's like
I saw a thing. It
doesn't do any good.
It says if you wear your mask like this, and it shows somebody wearing it with it down below the nose, it says it's just like wearing your pants like this, and it showed a guy with his fucking junk hanging out.
Well, I have
Pants
to.
down below him.
See, that's the bummer. Is if I'm forced to wear a mask, I literally have to wear it that way because of the lung damage that I took from the shooting. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm pushing a chair on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some people that are legitimately, like you, but there's others that just.
Oh, fuck.
I was watching on 90 Day Fiance, and this chick, her name was Angela, and her mask was down to here.
Yeah.
No.
I will admit I am highly guilty of either holding my mask away from my face or dropping it down below my chin if nobody's around me, because I get so claustrophobic.
You're vaccinated.
Oh God! I mean, I get in my car and I rip that fucking thing off. I hate it.
I'm the same way.
You're
have
vaccinated,
asthma,
though.
and so it feels like it's suffocating me, especially in the summer.
I may be vaccinated, but I can still get the disease. I can still carry it, and I can still spread it. And
I went in to buy my guitar. When I went in to
If I
buy my guitar the other day, that was the first time that I since the dispensary that I've had to wear a mask. You know, it's like, fuck you, I mean. But then I thought, all right, man, I just want to buy my guitar. Get the fuck out of here.
I saw the best mask for stoners out there, and I'm like, I gotta tell Susan about it. Pull this off, and it's got a small hole right there. You can fit the joint.
I've seen those.
I'll be right back.
Bedroom light 20%, please.
My Broncos are finally winning. Nice to know that the first game out and we're winning it. Yeah.
Boy, my eyes hurt. I had to get my drops.
Did they give you any drops to put them in?
I left them in the living room. There, get them.
Because that might help. Because they could just be dry.
No, they actually hurt like hell, man, and I can see it growing. So I'm hoping that I'm not getting a post-op infection.
Yeah, that's why you need to call them tomorrow.
Well, I gotta see them on Tuesday, so I'm just probably just wait until it gets really bad. Because I'm an LPN as well, so I mean I've got 25 years of medical training. I kind of know, but it's hurting worse than it is the first day I had it.
Oh Lord, my ankle doesn't twist that direction. Why? Fuck. Right. 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 All right.
I think I have a vape pen addiction.
I've got one in a case like that, but it's not a vape pen. It's for it's like a dab pen kind of, but you actually set the wax on it.
I saw one like that.
They never worked right. I got it to work once or twice, and then it just never worked right. They were just not well made.
I saw one that I like a glass swirly top on, and you could put water on it, and you could take a hit like a bong.
Oh, nice.
And I can show you my email. Email now, Mom.
Okay.
Susan, you know how you always talk to your Alexa or whatever?
Yeah.
Sometimes I use my remote and you can use voice, to do stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I ask it to go to YouTube, it's like, YouTube TV is not available. I'm like, YouTube. It's like I have to say it different. And then it'll go. I'm like, it's like I fight with this woman. And
Ken, what the hell are you talking about?
Accent, so
he's singing.
computer freaking sucks, man. When I'm asking it to
He's
do.
watching a live music or a 80s music live stream, and it's playing music all by itself.
I like Wham. I used to like them.
Take on me, take me on.
Duran. Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I may have to hide my head in shame, but I love Adamant.
Oh, Adamant's awesome.
I have been an ant person since I was young.
Well,
And my first concert was Sean Cassidy.
if they don't cancel again, I'm going to go party with Roger Waters next September.
Nice.
Personally party with him. Not watch him. Not just watch him. Party with him.
Jitterbug. I love that song. Wake me up before you go.
Don't be hanging on a nightly yo-yo. Wake me up before you go.
You know who Roger Waters is, Ma?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Pink Floyd, basically.
Yep.
Neo, if I was in contact with you, I could give you Roger Waters the ball. I have that concert.
Yeah, I had backstage VIP passes in this last September concert, and they canceled it because of COVID. Fucktards.
I have a kind of a theory or I don't know what you want to call it about like rock stars and famous people and stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
They're just like us, except they're really good at one thing, and they get paid a lot of money to do it in public. But it doesn't make them any different from us, and a lot of times it gives them more problems and more issues that they have to deal with. And so if I ever meet somebody famous, the first thing I do is say very quietly, I appreciate your blah, whatever it is that they're good at. I say, I appreciate that you share that with the world. And they're like, oh, thank you. You know, they're really surprised by that because most people are usually like screaming in their face.
And they want autograph.
And I'm like, you know, I don't need an autograph. I don't need pictures. I don't need any of that to appreciate who I've met in life. But I also don't idolize them at all because I'm not jealous of what they have to deal with. You know,
Elton John, I know someone that knows him, and because he could be a real dick.
I've partied with Tommy Chong. I've partied with Tommy Chong, Woody Harrelson. I've partied with Woody Harrelson a couple times.
I met John Tesh.
God, man, Jesus Christ.
Yep, Dreams met John Tesh.
Ashton Kutcher, he's from like a town that's like 10 minutes from me. You see him at the mall. Yeah, he'll come to the mall out here. You'll see him. My son waited on him once.
I went to Hemp Fest like years ago, and
what?
Yeah, you're Hemp Fest. Remember, I'm from Seattle, so but basically, I went and I was walking along the path, letting my wonderful brownies digest, and I see this dude sitting kind of off under a tree, and he's just strumming on a guitar. And I walked over, and I was like, hey, and then as soon as I said, hey, I realized that it was Eddie Vedder. And
God.
I said, do you mind if I sit down? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. We sat there and had about an hour-long conversation. And at the very end of it, I said, hey, I just want to thank you for sharing your gift with the world. You are an amazing vocalist, amazing guitar player. I just want to thank you for that. And he was like, you know what? You're not screaming at me. I actually believe you. And he said that one of the things that irritates him the most is screaming fans.
That would irritate me.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Mary, my email, right, Mom? Okay. See
What's
this?
that? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you put that glass pipe this bowl here, right? So you just take this off. You want to take this off, right? So you come off. And then your email is this. Looks like that. Right?
Looks like the
And
oxygen
with
trees.
these different ribs here, it'll fit any size bomb pretty much.
Nice.
So you can set that right
Impressive.
in its place like that. And now that gets rid of the torch. So all you got to do is it comes with a little control panel and you just turn it on. You can see right there, you know, the temperatures and everything. And you can preset your temperatures to however how much you want. And then let it heat up and then just put your dab on there like you would any other thing and smoke it. Pretty nifty, huh?
27.
Very cool.
Yeah, it takes a minute. Like, you know, when you're using a torch, it takes a few seconds for it to heat up. And it also comes with this little thing. So it's got a little dab thing on the end so you can scoop your dabs up on it.
Yep.
And then go to the top with it to take your hit. But that's for people that don't want to use a torch.
And Julie's like, where did a torch come into all this?
No, I know about that. I do know about that. I'm not that dumb, Susan.
I'm not saying you're dumb.
I showed you guys the torch earlier, so I figured.
I know.
So you just put like a little piece on there and wait for this to heat up. And it's already up at 490 some degrees. So it'll get, as soon as it heats up, just drop this little tip on there, let it melt in there, and put the cap on and hit it. Pretty simple.
Very cool.
Oh my God, Ken! I would love an e-nail, but it's not something that we can afford.
Well, I don't like use it in the room because, like, it does, even when you turn it off, it takes a long time to cool down. So if it gets knocked over, so you can burn shit. Really easily. So we're about 570 degrees right now.
Jeez.
Which should be fine, but I like to get it. With this, I want it to get hotter because when you take a hit, it's going to cool down real fast. So you want to get a little hotter than you normally would because it'll cool down as soon as you take a puff. It'll be gone. It'll be cooled down. See, we're getting almost to 600.
Right, Ken?
Yeah, I hear you. We don't do that.
If I buy Ken a gift, it's like new socks or,
I know what you mean, Ken.
new T-shirts or, you know.
Right.
Exactly, Susan. That's what we do.
Alexa, I'm not asking for you.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Ask is a popular search engine, which offers better web search for its users.
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
Okay, we'll just try this.
Too funny. That's why I thought of you, Susan, when I was arguing with my remote.
And then you could see the smoke going up through the
bong
and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, the bubbles are pretty damn cool too.
Yeah, it cools down really quick. I dropped the stick thing. I keep it in the living room mainly because I don't like that element in my bedroom. You know what I mean?
You still can't hook Alexa up to your internet. Does it change? Well, you might have to okay. If you got a new box, you're gonna have to reset everything because you've got a new IP address. And therefore you have to program all of your hockey pucks to the new number, new whatever the fuck it is. Holy shit. Sorry, I just took a hit and I'm like way fucking stoned all of a sudden.
I know you got me still on full screen, Mom.
Oh shit, sorry.
She did that to me earlier too. I'm like,
Mama's spacing.
Really, Julie?
Stop it. Stop it.
I didn't do that.
I did it. I did
Hey,
it.
does DoorDash pay an hourly wage on top of everything, or do you just get it by tips only? Is that how it works?
It's you get a base fee pay depending on the distance you have to go, and then whatever tip you get. So I'm really kind of pissed off about my last delivery because that was supposed to be an $17 or $18 delivery. I still got paid half, even though I couldn't deliver it, and Ken ended up with the food because my car broke down. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I gotta get my car fixed tomorrow, and I was supposed to get it fixed out in Spearfish, but I have to call them and tell them I need to get it the next day. Oh my God, it's such a fucking mess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my thermostat is fucked up. So it's an easy fix. I mean, I've done it myself, so I know it's easy on a PT Cruiser. I just don't have the ability to walk and go get the parts. So I'm going to drive the car to, well, fuck, I have the car. What the hell am I thinking? I can't really drive it to go get parts. I don't know.
If it's at the
Jesus, I'm
thermostat,
stoned.
shouldn't be that hard or expensive.
Wow, I don't know. I that last hit like kicked my fucking ass.
Wow.
Oh my God, Donna, what are you talking about? Doing it together. I gotta fix my eyes. I want to see that. No, Dave, I'm not like that. Sheesh, I know I'm lonely, but no.
I don't think Susan plays for that team.
Even though Susan is pretty enough. What? Who's hitting on me? What?
Donna's hitting on you.
I'm asexual. There's no hitting on me. There's no point.
Okay, I could ask you something like don't want to sound dumb on. What's asexual mean?
It means you don't want sex of any kind from any person,
What?
place, or thing.
My name is Dreams, and I'm coming out as asexual because I really don't give a shit about sex anymore.
You don't have sex no more, Mama?
Nope.
I don't even.
I have never had okay. I have had the desire to have sex. I will admit that, but I just got to a point where I was like done. I mean, I was abused the first part of my life, and then the second part of my life, with the ex-husband and then the ex-boyfriend, there was a lot of crap going on there, and by the time I got to Ken, I was just done.
Yeah.
And he hates it, but I am
who I am. Like Popeye.
Well,
I am what I am.
Hey, I'm gonna say
I
something here.
I couldn't do that, man. I'm a total slut. I admit it.
was what I have that Susan knows about, and where it hits and where it's at.
Yep.
No point. I don't want it. It hurts. I don't want it anymore at all. Not even toys.
Yep.
Shit, I'm still 12 years old, man. I'm really not.
Much rather color.
I think women are different sometimes too than men. I don't know.
God, where is mine, right?
I've met guys who are completely asexual.
Oh, really?
And, what? You didn't break any rules, Dave. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. and oh no, that one right there. I am only with Susan because I love her to death. However, I sure miss bumping uglies. So
when you've been married as long as Tom and I have, there is other forms of intimacy, even if we lay down holding each other's hands all night. That is perfect with me. I don't have. I mean, even if we talk or watch the same movie, that's perfect to me. I don't need anything else. Getting high with him.
I understand that because
I'm
like
gonna
we've
run
been
over and see Nono for a minute. I see he's live. He's I haven't seen him in a while.
okay.
Thanks for having me.
I think I'm actually
Mama.
gonna.
I love you very much. You know that.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, ma'am.
Love you too.
I'll save the link.
Take
If
care,
you're around,
Nina.
maybe I'll come back and chill.
I actually think I'm gonna shut her down and go say hi to a few other people. So.
All right. Love you guys. Cheers, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Good to see you, Neo.
And we will. I'm gonna shut it down. Wait. Like a temperature gauge, or is it just a light coming on? Say it's running hot. Okay. There is plenty of coolant in the radiator because yesterday. Okay. I got the car back and I ran it for a day, and then yesterday it started acting up with the heat. And I discovered that when they had worked on it, they had not closed where you fill the radiator, not in the front, but like the plastic where you fill it. They hadn't closed it. So I put coolant in it, got it all working just fine and everything. But then today it fucking overheated, and there was plenty of coolant. It was all shut. Everything was good. So I'm not even gonna fuck around. I'm just gonna take it and have them replace the thermostat because I'm like 100% positive that's what it is. I think it going low on fluid yesterday stressed out an already stressed out system, and now I just need a new thermostat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm gonna get going and go say hi to a few other people, and I will talk to you all later.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Have a good.
Thanks for
Bye.
Have a good time, Susan.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Later.